Welcome to Ignite Success, where we talk about people, places, and projects that fire us up. I'm your host, Suzie Becker, and I'm here with Heather Johnson of Isla Mae Nonprofit for Women. Hi, how are you, Heather?
Hi, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank God. So let's talk a little bit about Isla Mae. Who's Isla Mae? What kind of nonprofit for women is it?
Well, Isla Mae is the daughter that I lost to miscarriage in 2019.
May her memory be for a blessing.
Thank you, yes. So she was the inspiration, but not the first miscarriage. She was the one that was the last, the final. She was born on my oldest daughter's 15th birthday.
Oh, wow.
And so when she passed, my 15-year-old said, "Hey, Mom, please don't do this anymore," because she had watched me suffer through 3. And I said, okay, we're done. And I had known after the second one that I would probably do something for women eventually. But Isla's loss, and then my mother-in-law died to pancreatic cancer shortly after. And so as we were caregiving and watching her battle that disease, I'll just go into what Isla Mae does.
Yes.
As we were watching her just battle with cancer, she was wasting away, but she would find a lot of joy getting her nails done. And so that was something that we just bonded over. I always have my nails done. I've had the
they're beautiful.
I've had the same nail girl for, I'm not going to age myself, but over a decade.
Right, because you're young and beautiful. And so that small joy you found was exponentially more fulfilling to someone who could find that gratitude in those moments.
Yes. So I remember when we got her wig, and she was just beaming from ear to ear, just the joy that it brought her. And so I was walking through miscarriage with an esthetician, and she shared that she had had a patient or a client the day before who said, "I just want to be pampered," because she had just had a miscarriage. I said, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not just going to provide grief support, but I'm going to create a community where we can love on women and offer spa services. So I'm trying to turn the beauty industry on its head a little bit and pamper women who might not want to go to a support group, but they need to be loved on during their grief.
Oh my gosh, that is such a great opportunity to be able to give back, whether it's time, talent, or through donation treasure for those professionals. That is such a unique way to take your personal story and create a public impact. So I'm so sorry for your tragic loss. And I know that when you share this story, you do it so that more of us can feel less alone. But that birthed something that you could never have imagined without that inspiration, without those divine intervention, right? It sounds like it's authentic. So tell me, when you decided to come up with this idea, how did you find providers? How did you connect with the clients?
The clients was fairly easy. My pastor had started sending couples to my husband and I probably after our first or second miscarriage. So for a couple of years, I had been walking alongside some families who were dealing with secondary infertility or just infertility issues. So it wasn't hard to see along the community that there was a big need for people to talk more about miscarriage. And so really just starting, it's been amazing because you think, what do I have to do to prepare to do this? What makes me qualified to do this? So I got like a grief education certification, and I just started trying to learn through trauma therapy courses, anything online that I could ingest.
Right.
I was trying to prepare for. But what I realized once I started Isla Mae and started promoting it, I really it was about just letting people know that there was a space. And so even though our building has been a nightmare, let's just say the least, so we don't have a physical space, but we have been doing events. Like the last one we did was a cooking event. So we did a cooking course at Sur La Table at Town Center. And there was, I think, 12 of us women who cooked a meal together, and just they got to enjoy time and meet women who have also been through similar experiences.
So you're not just providing support, but you're building community, and through that you're allowing for a safe space. Even if it's not the physical space that they're coming to, you're bringing the space to them. So let me ask you this question: who inspires you the most, and why?
Well, I would have to say my pastor, Dr. Gary Lee Weber, is at Aspire Church San Marco, and I've been a member there for about a decade, and he has just always loved everyone always. That's the church's motto, is love everyone always.
That's beautiful.
And he breeds that in the congregation, and so that's my hope, is just through Isla Mae. It is not a Christian organization, although I am Christian, but we want to love everyone always, and grief knows no bounds. So whatever your belief is, whatever your background, we love you and we're here for you.
Well, thank you, Heather, for sharing your inspirational message with us. If you want to find out more about Heather and Isla Mae, you can find us on dailynewsnetwork.com. I'm your host, Suzie Becker. Stay inspired and inspiring.